Chapter 1. Multiplication of plants. New plants from seeds. New plants from other parts of plants. Crops and agriculture. Plants play a very important role in our lives. Plants give us food. Plants are the source of cereals, pulses, vegetables and fruits. Sugar and oil too are obtained from plants. We get wood, fiber, rubber, gum, tea and coffee from plants. We get the oxygen we need to live from plants. Without plants, life on Earth would not be possible. We must continue to grow more plants because we depend on them. More plants would ensure a continuous supply of plant-based products to meet our needs. We therefore need to increase plant growth. Plants grow not only from seeds but also from roots, stems and leaves. New plants from seeds. Most plants grow from seeds. The structure of a bean seed is given below. Outside. An outer covering called the seed coat protects the baby plant inside the seed. The seed coat has a tiny hole through which water enters the seed. Inside. Seeds, leaves or cotyledons store food for the baby plant. Not all seeds grow into plants when they are separated from their parent plants. Some seeds are destroyed by strong winds or heavy rain or are eaten by insects or birds. Some do not get the right soil or enough air and water. Such seeds do not grow into new plants. Seeds that survive develop into new plants when they get favorable conditions for their growth. Seed germination. The development of a seed into a seedling is called germination. The following picture shows the different stages of germination in a bean seed. Water, air, warmth, shoot, cotyledons, soil, roots. Stage 1. The seed gets air, water and warmth. Stage 2. The seed soaks up water, seed coat breaks and the root emerges. Stage 3. The new plant develops roots and a shoot. Stage 4. As the plant grows in size, it develops leaves. Stage 5. The cotyledons shrink and disappear. We will notice that only the seeds in plate 4 have germinated. This shows that air, moisture, water and warmth sunlight are the conditions necessary for germination. This is because a germinating seed needs air to breathe. Water also makes the seed coat soft. This helps the baby plant to break the seed open and come out. To become active, the cells of the seed require warmth. The seedling absorbs water and nutrients from the soil with the help of its roots. Air, which is required for germination, also reaches the seed through pores in the soil. It develops leaves and grows into a plant. That is why soil is so important for plant growth. What will happen if you plant too many seeds close together? After they germinate, they will compete for air, water, light, nutrients and space to grow. As a result, many of them would die. Naturally, many plants scatter their seeds in various ways to prevent their seeds from growing too close to one another. Agents of dispersal. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the mother plant is called dispersal. Dispersal is carried out by the various agents including wind, water, animals and by the explosion of fruits. Dispersal by wind. Seeds of certain plants are light and have hair or wings, so they can be easily carried by the wind from one place to another. Examples are cotton, maple, dandelion, madar and heptage. Dispersal by water. Seeds of plants such as lotus are spongy and coconut has a fibrous covering to enable them to float on water. Water carries these seeds from one place to another. Dispersal by animals. Some seeds such as cocklebur, xanthium and tiger nail have hooks or spines. They get stuck to the hairy skin of animals and are carried away. Birds swallow some seeds which come out unchanged in their droppings. Dispersal by explosion. The fruits of some plants like peas in a pod burst open or explode when dry. This method of seed dispersal is called explosion. The force of explosion helps to scatter the seeds. New plants from other parts of plants. New plants can also grow from the roots, stem and leaves of the parent plant in addition to seeds. Stem cuttings are used to grow some plants, including the rose, sugarcane and hibiscus. The potato is a stem that grows underground and has buds called eyes. Any potato part with buds can develop into a new plant. Another underground stem from which new plants emerge are onions and ginger. Carrots and sweet potatoes are two examples of plants whose roots can grow new plants. Plants like the bryophyllum can grow new plants from their leaves. A stem cutting of a rose can grow into a new plant. New plants can grow from the leaves of the bryophyllum. Crops and agriculture. Plants that are grown in large quantities in a particular area or region during a particular period are called crops. If we know the conditions that are suitable for the germination of seeds, we can grow better crops. Different crops are grown by farmers during various seasons. Crops like wheat and gram grown from November to April are called rabi crops or winter crops. Crops grown from June to October are called kharif crops or monsoon crops. Rice, maj, jowar and bajra are kharif crops. The practice of growing plants on a large scale to feed the entire population of a country is called agriculture. Crops need water and nutrients from the soil to grow well. Nutrients are provided by manures and fertilizers. Specific fertilizers provide one or more nutrients, whereas manures generally improve soil fertility by increasing humus content. Fertilizers like urea, superphosphate, ammonium sulfate and nitrate are added to the soil. However, overuse of chemical fertilizers can be harmful for the soil as well as the crops. The field is plowed. Manure or fertilizers are added to the soil. Seeds are sown. The crops are irrigated water. The crops are sprayed with chemicals called pesticides to protect them from pests. The crops are harvested. We need to protect our crops against grazing animals like cows and goats, pests such as locusts, grasshoppers and caterpillars, and diseases. Bigger animals can be kept away by proper fencing. Farmers also use scarecrows to scare away birds from fields where crops are grown. After harvesting, grains need to be protected against moisture. They have to be kept safe from rats, moles, squirrels, and insects. So, they must be stored in airtight, sealed containers. Farmers store grains in jute bags or metallic bins. However, large-scale storage of grains is done in silos and granaries. Synopsis. Plants are a major part of nature. Without plants, life on Earth would not be possible. Plants grow not only from seeds but also from roots, stems and leaves. Seeds that survive develop into new plants when they get favorable conditions for their growth. Air, moisture, water and warm sunlight are the conditions necessary for germination. Dispersal is carried out by the wind, water, animals and by the explosion of fruits. Stem cuttings are used to grow some plants, including the rose, sugarcane and hibiscus. Plants like the bryophyllum can grow new plants from their leaves. Crops need water and nutrients from the soil to grow well. Nutrients are provided by manures and fertilizers. After harvesting, grains need to be protected against moisture.